The Saints staged their biggest fourth-quarter comeback ever against the Redskins, and it continues to feel like a special season. Plus, Nicholls is in the FCS playoffs despite their loss to Southeastern in the Riverbell Classic. LSU successfully battles the elements in Knoxville. Tulane is one win away from a bowl berth, and one unheralded Pelican is making a huge impact this season.
This is the last word on sports. 4th Down on 4 starts now.
You know, sometimes it's less about logic and more about magic, and Sunday's comeback win over Washington felt a lot more like magic. I'm Doug Mouton. Welcome to 4th Down on 4. It was improbable and unlikely in the fourth quarter, but Drew Brees was deadly in comeback mode, and the Saints run their win streak to 8 straight, as Andrew Doak reports.
Until 6 minutes remained in regulation, the Washington Redskins looked like the more desperate team, while the Saints looked comfortable, like a team that ate the cheese all week after hearing they were Super Bowl contenders. And then, Drew Brees reminded us to never ever leave a game when he's under center.
That boy is first ballot Hall of Fame for a reason, you know what I mean?
When you come into the huddle and you hear Drew say, all right, here we go. That's when you know, like, all right, it's about to be it.
We running 2 minutes, he drawing stuff in the dirt, he's like, go beat him, you know what I mean? So that man is amazing. He's great, he's elite, he's the best quarterback I ever played with, he's the best quarterback in the league.
When you have wins like this, it's the number one thing you'll miss when you're finished playing or finished coaching.
A game like this, we're going to grow and become stronger from and gain more confidence from versus last week, you know, where you go on the road and tough environment and all that and you win 47-10 where you weren't really, challenged like we were today, at the end of the game where, obviously everybody's got to be on their A game.
Mark Ingram put it best. That's what championship teams do.
When stuff ain't going your way and you ain't playing the best game and you're down, but you find a way to push through and win.
And while there's plenty to clean up, fixing the mess after a W feels a whole lot better. It wasn't wash, rinse, repeat as it's been with this defense over the last 7 weeks. They struggled mightily without Marshawn Lattimore on the field, leading to wide open Redskins touchdowns. But they buckled down when they had to, and they learned a lot about their team.
My eye don't blink, you mean? I don't blink an eye. I just knew how strong of a group we are. We just had to show the world that. Coach Payton said throughout the week, he said we haven't had a fight mentality game yet. We've just been on blowouts. So we need that type so we can know what type of team we are. And we showed that today.
It was miscommunication, and like I said, we gonna get it right tomorrow. That's something that we don't want to hurt our season. We knew we was gonna have one of these type of games. We had to battle through adversity. These guys played their tails off.
Every game that we've had a blowout, we say, hey, we're going to find a close one, and this is going to be the confidence difference. And this is something that clearly shows.
It helped us to have this kind of game in a sense because it makes us realize, hey, this stuff can go sour really well. And, if we start to neglect our technique, our fundamentals, because, everything's going so smoothly, the ship could crash. So I think it really, helped us focus up and, really take the heart.
It wasn't a surprise or like a confidence thing for us. That's what we pride ourselves in and set the standard high for and work for. But as far as for everyone else to see, you might want to stay in your seat. It's not over.
And while the Saints learned a lot about their team without Lattimore, they also saw another rookie, Alvin Kamara, help earn them the opportunity to win. And if you ask Ingram, the NFL's offensive and defensive rookies of the year have already been decided, and they reside in the 504.
Man, we got the offensive rookie of the year and the defensive rookie of the year. Man, don't at me either. Don't at me. There's something wrong if they ain't it. You know what I mean?
8-game winning streaks in the NFL are no fluke. Down 15 points, the Saints showed they're the furthest thing from comfortable. And as far as the Super Bowl talk's concerned, they'll take another plate of cheese because they're on everyone's radar, and nobody's caught them yet. Reporting at the Superdome, Andrew Doak, 4th Down on 4.
All right, good stuff, Andrew. Now, twice in team history, the Saints had rallied from 13 down in the fourth quarter. Never had they rallied from 15 down. The magic continues. After the game, Andrew caught up with one of the best to break it down.
Joined now by Nick Underhill of The Advocate. I'm still trying to process how the Saints pulled off that 15-point comeback down in the fourth quarter. They were able to just all of a sudden turn it on, and it seemed like the Redskins were beating them for 3.5 quarters. Nothing they threw at them was working. Everything was going the Redskins' way. What was the difference you feel like to be able to just get that jolt and the spark they needed at the right time?
It feels like there's something special going on with this team. I mean, they're a young team. They've been blowing teams out, and that's great. But to get into a game where they really got to fight some adversity and go through some things, their coverage was a mess the whole game. They weren't getting any pressure. And down the stretch, it just seems like when they had to make a play, they kept finding a way to make that play. The intentional grounding helps, and some of those breaks went their way, but they seized the moment. They took advantage of it. And this is just another game, and it's another example of this team. Just like I said, it just feels like there's something special going on with them right now. And this can be the kind of game, down the road when they get into another tough situation. Now this team full of first and second year players on defense can look back and say, hey, you know what? Looked like we were going to lose against Washington. We came up, we won that game. So those experiences, you need to stack them throughout a year. We kind of saw what they were made of today.
Yeah, sometimes it's just your year, sometimes it's just your game. The Saints certainly have that mojo on their side, it feels like. Let's hit on the positive first. Alvin Kamara comes through with both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to be able to tie this game to send it to overtime. Sean Payton made a mention earlier in the week. He's the only one who's standing in his way as far as an offensive rookie of the year. Does he pop out to you as that?
Oh, I think absolutely, especially because Kareem Hunt, I didn't see what he did today, but he's kind of faded since early in the season, and Kamara week after week is making these plays. I don't know if the juggling was intentional, but it sure worked out pretty well for them, and he got in there. But look, they need a two-point conversion, game's on the line, and it's an important game. Marshawn Lattimore goes out. If they lose this one, then they're going to LA next week, and maybe Lattimore doesn't play, and that's going to be a little bit tougher of a game. But possibly a major moment, you got to get this win this week just because of how tight the standings are. Two-point conversion, they go to him. So that just speaks volumes about how much this team thinks of him. And in those crunch time moments, they know they can rely on him, and he delivers.
We can nitpick on some of the negative. Kirk Cousins earned his paycheck today. He was unbelievable. It seemed like every time that the Saints were about to be able to get him on a 3rd and long, 4th and long, he made the conversion. The defense was leaky on the back end. You mentioned Lattimore being out. They didn't have A.J. Klein, one of their linebackers. Kenny Vaccaro, you miss him too. How worried should they be with Vaccaro and Lattimore not on the field, being able to clean up what were some wide open busts in the back end?
Yeah, I mean, it is a concern. I think maybe if you have a full week where maybe Lattimore isn't going to play, those guys maybe rep a little bit more, and some of those communication issues get sorted out. But look, this was the issue the first 2 weeks of the season. They figured it out. Hopefully, if he can't play, they can figure it out again, because Jared Goff's going to be another really good test for this team. You can't build character and get those experiences if everything's easy. You got to have your feet to the fire, and you don't want to wait till the playoffs to find out, hey, what's this team made of? They kind of found out today what's in their DNA, and it was ugly. It's going to be treated like a loss in the film study, but they got the win, and they know they can do that. And when it gets tough again, they can look back on this and just kind of have that little bit of comfort.
Yeah, a win is a win. It wasn't a pretty one here today, but the Saints will take it, and they just reeled off 8 in a row. That's just unbelievable to think about. With Nick Underhill of The Advocate, making sure and go check his stuff out. Doug, I'll send it back to you.
Coming up, Nicholls does enough this season for an FCS playoff berth, and they'll play that game at home in Thibodaux. But their loss to Southeastern clinched a winning season for the Lions. Plus, a minor monsoon didn't bother the LSU rushing attack as the Tigers ran away for their 8th win of the season. And Tulane got a huge win at home over Houston with great contributions from Jonathan Banks and Taron Ankalaev. And later, why Pelicans guard E'Twaun Moore credits his parents for where he is today. That explosion of emotion this morning as the Nicholls State Colonels found out they were in the NCAA tournament. Only 24 teams qualify, and the Colonels will get a home game. They host the South Dakota Coyotes Saturday in Thibodaux at 3 p.m. It is the 4th tournament bid in school history, but the first in 12 years. And there were some anxious moments for the Colonels. They would have certainly got in if they had won the Riverbell Classic Thursday night in Hammond, but they didn't. Southeastern pulled the upset in what's become a great rivalry between two terrific FCS football programs. For the 6th time in the last 7 years, Southeastern owns the River Bell Trophy. The Lions got 3 fourth-quarter interceptions to seal the win, the last one by Max Lyons on the game's final play.
It's bittersweet. It's a bittersweet ending. I love Hammond. Hammond being great to me. All these people being great to me. It's going to be, you know what I'm saying, it's tough. It's tough, but right now I'm going to enjoy the win.
Southeastern was close all year. 4 losses came by 10 points or less, a 6-5 finish.
Didn't finish the way we wanted it to, but to come out and get the River Bell, beat a ranked opponent in our last ball game, make a statement that we can play with those people. We are a good football team.
We had our chances in this game. I mean, it wasn't like it came down to the last play of the game. You're throwing one in the end zone to see if you can get the victory. But look, hats off to Southeastern. They did a great job. They fought. Their quarterback went down, and they came back, and a young kid came in and made a couple plays.
Tim Rebo's Colonels had a 10-point third-quarter lead, and Southeastern quarterback Lorenzo Nunez was out. In comes freshman Byron Walker, who completed exactly 1 pass, this touchdown to A-Meet's Branson Schwebel. And backed up to their own 15-yard line, Walker made the correct option call to pitch to the Lions' super-fast sophomore, Juwan Petit-Ferrer.
It was just a simple read option, and I did my job, pitched it to Bino, and after that it was his history from there. Nobody catching him.
From there, the Southeastern defense shut down Nicholls. The 3 interceptions all came from seniors, including one by number 18. That's Sione Tehema, who started at LSU and should get a chance to play in the NFL.
I don't know how to explain it. It's a great feeling to have, you know, playing your last game as a senior and get to win a close game also. So it's the best feeling ever.
Meanwhile, for Nicholls, the exact opposite emotions for a team that thought they might have missed their NCAA chance.
They're really down there. What we talked about is we're going to get back here tomorrow. We're going to have a team meeting, and we'll know more about our fate. I told them we're going to prepare like we're moving forward and having a game next week.
That, of course, was Thursday. Sunday, we learned the loss did not keep them out of the tournament. And both Tim Rebo and Ron Roberts have completely changed the fortunes of their football programs. When Rebo got to Thibodeau, the Colonels had won 6 games over a 4-year span. They won 8 this year. And Roberts has his program here in Hammond to the point where a 6-5 season is considered a disappointment. 2011 was the last time Nicholls played Southeastern without either Roberts or Rebo on the sidelines. That year, the Lions and Colonels combined to win 4 games. This year, they won 14 and counting. And Nicholls hopes to add to that Saturday afternoon at home in the NCAA playoffs against the Coyotes of South Dakota. LSU, meanwhile, has 1 regular season game to go in what's become a solid first season under Ed Ogeron. The Tigers got win number 8 in the Knoxville rain Saturday night. The second half in Neyland Stadium turned into a ridiculous scene. The rain came sideways, and LSU loved it.
Thought our guys were ready to go, and then the storm hit, but I thought the storm fired them up, like you said. It was like little kids playing in the backyard, so I was proud of them.
In the ugly conditions, the game got simple. Who could run it better?
Just change up the game plan, start getting out heavy packages and just punching it down their throat, you know. It wasn't really much we can do with the air game because of the weather, so like I said, we had to change the formation and just pound it out.
We live in that type of stuff, and it's just, you know, we let it fire us up more than get us down. We were fighting close corners, and we loved it.
LSU wound up with 200 rushing yards. Tennessee had 38, and the rain forced 2 big botched punt returns for the Vols. LSU did not turn the ball over. Another win against another SEC school that's looking for a new coach.
Good win, good road win, 8 games. Have to press on Texas A&M. Our last game, we want to finish very hard in Tiger Stadium.
The Tigers and the Aggies kick off at 6:30 Saturday night in Tiger Stadium. And with a win Saturday in Dallas, Tulane would become bowl eligible for the first time in 4 years and for the first time under Willie Fritz. They gave themselves a shot to get to a bowl with a huge win Saturday night over Houston. On Senior Day, Tulane seniors earned 1 more meaningful game with a chance to go bowling.
We're really
excited about the win, and puts us into a big opportunity for next week. So this will be an easy week to coach, which is outstanding.
It took dramatics to win after Tulane controlled the first half. Sherman Beatty scored here. The Wave led by 10 heading into halftime. But 2 Eric King touchdown runs put Houston ahead until Jonathan Banks found Terran Oncolot, and the junior from Bell Chase did the rest.
Can they catch him? Touchdown, Green Wave!
He's real elusive, so, if you get the ball to him fast, he's able to, house call like he was able today, He played a big factor in today's win.
Oncolot had a career best 8 catches for 186 yards, and Banks took a major step forward. He threw for 251 yards and scrambled for another 68.
One of our best plays is when everybody's covered and he takes off and runs. I think he converted 4 maybe tonight on 3rd and pretty long, and he we needed 10, he got 11. If we needed 8, he got 9.
Banks is a junior with a full offseason. He should be better next year. But before then, the Wave hope to extend this season. To do that, they must beat SMU. The Mustangs are 6-5. They'll kick off at 11 a.m. in Dallas Saturday. Still ahead, he grew up in one of the toughest neighborhoods in America, but Pelicans guard E'Twaun Moore had 2 special people to help him make it through high school, college, and now into the NBA. That story when we come back. Anthony Davis has been cleared from the NBA's concussion protocol. He is now probable for Monday night's game against Oklahoma City. That, obviously, very good news. The front of Davis's head, you saw it there, it collided with the back of Nikola Jokic's head. Davis only played 21 minutes in the loss to Denver. The Pelicans will play 4 times this week. Right now, they have the 7th best record in the West. They're 8-8. And the Pelicans' big 3, Davis, DeMarcus Cousins, and Drew Holiday, well, they're the top 3 in minutes played so far. But the guy who's 4th, guard E'Twaun Moore. Ricardo LeCompte caught up with him this week.
Points in 29 minutes. E'Twaun Moore on the reverse.
Doing what his team needs.
I think anytime you have a guy that can step up and, he's capable of getting, 25 points for us, but he can also take 4 shots and still have an impact on the game.
E'Twaun Moore's biggest strength on the court.
I always wanted to be one of those players that was able to do everything. I didn't want to have no major weakness. So I was like, I want to be able to shoot, I want to be able to pass. I want to be able to guard big guys, guard guards. So that's something I've always been able to do ever since I've been playing.
And you don't have to look far to see where his strength originates. A tattoo on each arm with the names Edna and Nicholls. Moore's mom and dad, his 2 biggest influences.
They wanted to see us succeed, wanted us to have a better life than they had. So, my dad, he loved basketball, so he would always be out doing drills with me, showing me little ball handling stuff. He'd come play with me, until I got old enough to beat him. And then, my mother, she just, always stayed on me with school and stuff, so I give them a lot of credit.
Moore's parents raised him, his brother, and sister in a rough area in East Chicago, Indiana. And according to the website Neighborhood Scout, East Chicago, on their crime index scale, which has a rating from 0 to 100, has a 7 rating, which means only 7% of cities in the United States are safer than East Chicago. Moore was able to open up opportunities beyond those violent streets with his athletic prowess, and his parents made sure to push him.
Mid-range for the lead. Got it!
Never quit, never give up on something that you start. Always go through it and finish it. So if you have any hard times, always keep pushing through. So that definitely taught me a valuable lesson. At the time, I really didn't think much of it. I just want to go outside and play. Forget that. I want to quit this team. But they instilled in me that you just got to keep going, even when things get hard.
It led Moore to a successful college career at Purdue, and then a career in the NBA.
Stay consistent throughout the whole year. Keep contributing. Just coming off the bench. Keep, playing defense. Keep making shots, making plays, and try to help us win games. The ultimate goal.
Moore hoping to do that with the Pelicans. He shows the strength to succeed, all forged by his upbringing. Ricardo LeCompte reporting for 4th Down on 4.
Good stuff, Ricardo. The 4-game week starts Monday night at home against Russell Westbrook and the Thunder, then home against San Antonio Wednesday, and then on the road against Phoenix, and then Golden State. We're back with more 4th Down on 4 in a minute. 15 local schools are still alive in the prep football playoffs, and our featured game this week has 2 amazingly productive running backs squaring off. The Hahnville Tigers are home. Puka Williams got the ball 42 times in their win over Ruston. He ran for 303 yards. Covington will bring Devin Brumfield, who only ran for 151 yards in the Lions' win over Ouachita Parish, but he also threw a 67-yard TD pass. Brumfield against Puka Friday night in Hahnville. That's our featured game Friday night on 4th Down Friday, which of course begins at 10:15 Friday night. Next weekend, LSU goes for win number 9. Tulane goes for a bowl berth. Nichols plays in the NCAA playoffs, plus the Bayou Classic, and the Saints go for 8 in a row in L.A. For Andrew Doak, Ricardo LeCompte, producer Danny Rockwell, and photographer Adam Ney, I'm Doug Mouton. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week on 4th Down on 4.